Right, in this video I'm going to talk about why Johnny Cage is my favorite character. Johnny Cage, I never really got into Mortal Kombat. I've known about it, but I never really got into fighting games. I might have played like not Marvel, Mortal Kombat versus DC. I did that once, and that was okay. I didn't really care for it, but I played Mortal Kombat 9. That was like the true Mortal Kombat game I kind of started on because whatever. And Johnny Cage was originally I played the demo and I tried to play as Striker. Didn't really care for him. But then I played as Johnny Cage, and when I actually got the main game, the full game, and he was amazing. I liked that character a lot. Like his counter in 9, his X-ray counter was the best counter I have seen in a game because it could definitely change the entire match how it goes. Because I remember like playing and I was like had little health and the guy had like maybe half to full health somewhere between there, and I timed it actually just right, and that was enough for me to kind of like change the match entirely and win. Um, because he had a nice overhead kick as well. Like I would just do the X-ray, then I would just do an overhead kick, and that was enough to kind of juggle him for a while. And his nut punch was like beastly. Like that character had he was a jokester character, and I loved that. I loved his kind of show offy attitude, and his X-rays were just insane. Like I loved it. I liked that character in 9, and I was really like that was the only character in 9 I played as. I didn't play as any other character. Then Mortal Kombat 10 came out, and I played Mortal Kombat 10. Obviously played as Johnny Cage. I was really concerned that he wasn't going to be in the game, but I found out he was, and I was really excited. I was kind of bummed that they changed his nut punch from the punch button to the kick. That to me never made any sense, and it kind of made him a little bit more annoying in 10 to play as because the flip kick and the slide kick used to be two different buttons. They used to be um, back back X. I think it was back X or back X or something, and that would do a flip kick. Then you would do like back toward circle, and that would do a sliding kick. Now that's all mapped to the circle button, and I hated that because uh, now it's like more chances for me to fuck up one of those kicks, and I can't. And once you fuck one of those kicks up, you are vulnerable because if someone blocks if you do a sliding kick, they can punish that. If you do a flip kick and they're like farther away, they can punish that as well. So really, what they did in 10 was that they made him kind of easier to be punished at this point. They got rid of his overhead kick and changed that to his X-ray, which I didn't really like. I liked the counter X-ray a lot more because that made X-rays more intense and interesting, and I was able to save it, whenever I wanted. Now it's like, okay, I got it's kind of different now, and I don't like that I can combo into the X-ray. I mean, that's fine, but I like it as a counter because that is just like it's borderline embarrassing. You borderline embarrass the other opponent when it's a counter because they think that they're gonna like do some amazing combo that once you counter with the next ray, they're just like done. Um, I mean, there's some stuff I do like about the extra. Like I can go from the X ray into another like sliding kick or another combo, and that's fine. That's actually really cool, and I like that. But it's not as tricky as he was in 9. Like he wasn't just as loose. He was like at times like I feel like that they kind of they didn't really nerf him, but they kind of made him slower in 10 because in 9 I don't know, like it feels like in 9 you could do way more stuff with him, and in 10 it's just kind of like okay, all right, and it's just like he's slower in 10, and that's really what was a little annoying. Like his daughter character, Cassie Cage, is insanely faster than him, and I just don't like that. I liked it more in Johnny Cage. I mean, the only thing that they improved immensely with him in 10 was that they gave him better fatalities. His fatalities in 10 and 9 were okay. I mostly like the trophy one more than any of his other ones. The one in 10, I like the here's Johnny and the one where he slams the guy's head in the ground. So Johnny Cage isn't a necessarily bad character in 10. It's just I play as him sometimes, but I'm just not as good as I used to be with him. And that's kind of disheartening when I like that character a lot. I still like the character, but going from like 9 to 10, and this is the progression they chose with him, kind of disappoints me because I feel like this character is totally uh badass, and he should have definitely had more of a chance. But that's just me. I like Johnny Cage. I like his attitude. I love that, he talks to every other character as if like they're nothing. I like his dialogue a little bit in 10, but in 9 they were a little bit more, they were a little funnier. Like it was just kind of like he was cocky, and in 10 he's cocky, but he's not the same cockiness he was at 9, and it's different. There's some of it I like that he does, like I like the oh no I didn't, and all that kind of stuff, but the hashtag one is okay. I don't know. I still I miss 9 Johnny Cage. His gameplay was just the best there. 10 it's like it's good, but I mean A-list is the closest you'll get to playing old school Johnny. Um Fisticuffs is pretty good. Double, the one where he has like a stunt double, is a waste of time. I hated that one. That one is like I don't see a lot of people use that one. So that's it for Johnny Cage. See you in the next one.